This is the plaintiff, Jennifer Gotay. She says she contacted the defendant, a real estate broker, to help her find an apartment to rent, which he did, and she moved in. 2 months later, the town inspected the place, discovered it was an illegal apartment, and she was forced out. When she contacted the defendant and requested a refund of the broker's fee she paid him, he told her it wasn't his problem. Wasn't his problem? We'll see about that. She's suing for $1,550. The amount she's most definitely owed. This is the defendant, Anthony. He says he's been in the real estate business for 35 years, and he's quite sure he's in the right on this one. As it turns out, the plaintiff and her boyfriend got into a dispute with the landlord of the apartment he found for her, and he got her evicted for non-payment of rent. Everyone knows if you don't pay rent, you get put out on the street, and that's just what happened here. He's accused of leading a lady astray.
Thank you, Douglas. Jennifer Gotay?
Yes.
And George Williams, you have power of attorney for George?
Yes.
Who's George, your boyfriend?
Yes.
How old are you?
I'm 26.
Oh my gosh, you look so young. All right, you are suing the realty company. You've asked us not to mention the name of the realty company, represented by you, Anthony, who also don't want your last name mentioned. You're the owner?
That's correct. Your Honor.
Okay. You're suing them for $1,550, representing a broker's fee plus some moving expenses, because according to you, the broker put you in an illegal apartment. Tell me about that.
On May 29th, I had seen an ad on Craigslist for an apartment. When I called about it, he said it was no longer available, but he has something that wasn't even listed as of yet. And I went, the apartment seemed suitable. So we had signed a lease. I paid a month's security, a month's rent.
And you paid him how much?
$1,350.
$1,350.
For the broker's fee.
All right. And then what happened with the apartment?
About the middle of July, the town inspector came saying there was a complaint. She inspected it and told me that...
Who made the complaint? You did?
No.
Somebody else made a complaint?
There was, because I seen her outside. I seen the car outside, and I was walking to the car.
Who made the complaint?
She didn't tell me. She says it's
Okay,
anonymous.
so she comes in and what?
And she asked if she can see. She took pictures all around at the outside of the house. She came inside the apartment, looked inside the apartment, and took pictures and said that it's illegal.
Had you been paying your rent?
I didn't pay for July. I had lost my job. My
Did
mother.
you pay June?
Yes.
So you hadn't paid July, and there's an inspection, and the inspection takes place what day in July?
July 15th. I have a letter that she wrote for me
Okay, may I see it?
stating that it's illegal.
When did you move out?
When we started going to court in July, I moved out in August.
Okay. Did you pay up any rent that you owed the landlord, or
No,
or you
between
did
me
not?
and him, it was agreed that there was nothing owed. He kept my security.
Okay. She wants you to pay back the broker's fee because, as it turns out, within a month and a half, 2 months, month and a half, an inspector came and cited the place and said it had to be emptied. What say you to that?
From the time they moved in, they did not pay rent at all. If she has any proof of rent that she has made
No,
payments...
I think she actually said that she paid June when she moved in.
In order to move in June, yes, I had
Right.
to pay 1
She-
month's
she-
rent.
That's the time that she moved
Right.
in. He wouldn't have let her in if she didn't pay June, and that she did not pay July. She
Right.
said that.
She did indicate to the owner that that he had lost his job. It was a situation where they applied for social services. From my understanding, social services welfare had turned them down. And bottom line, after they had moved into the property, when they didn't pay the rent, the tenant called the town. She didn't happen to meet the town there by accident.
Oh, I don't believe that for a second. I'm not
Yeah.
stupid.
So does the plaintiff get the broker's fee that she paid back because it's an illegal apartment?
No, because she lived there for free and the property was secured illegally.
But it was an illegal apartment. Does she get that fee back from a broker who rented her an illegal apartment?
No, most definitely not.
Because
She was living there for free.
so she gets some value out of it.
Yes.
Fair enough. Going inside the courtroom.
She actually called the town because they got into a dispute. After they had moved in, they said, look, we can't pay the rent. we're applying for social services. He simply says, I don't want somebody with social services here, and that's not what we agreed upon. I want you to move out. They called the town on him,
Yeah.
created all these problems.
The town doesn't magically, like a magnet, come to a place where, oh, isn't that convenient? Now I can break my lease. That's not how it works. The town comes when they're summoned, and they barely come then. And when they come because, and you let them in. Oh, come. You know, if you hadn't called them, you wouldn't be letting them in. Come on, follow me. Here's the living room. Here's the living room. That would not be happening. I do not believe you. You called the town. Having said all that, please explain to me the answer to the following. How do you as a broker earn your fee when you rent out to her an apartment that cannot be rented out?
Well, to my knowledge, it did have a permit, and he did not renew it.
Prove that to me.
I don't have that.
Then
Your
you
Honor.
cannot keep the fee. It's that simple.
Okay.
Because the only evidence I have from your town says this place is illegal. So if you're trying to tell me that 30 days earlier it was legal, I'll buy that. Show me some proof of it, because I'm not just going to go by you talking when you're in the business for 30-something years and you know exactly how to get that evidence.
She was evicted for non-payment of rent.
I don't care.
Oh, okay.
I don't care if she was evicted because
Well,
she
then
had
there is
pop parties.
Okay.
That is irrelevant. That's between her and her landlord, whether she owes him rent, whether she continues to stay there. I have one issue in front of me. It seems like, look, she can find her own illegal apartment. She doesn't need the broker's help for that.
Right.
You hire a broker and pay a broker upward of $1,000 because you don't want to have to move and everything else. Now, if it turns out that this happens to be a bonanza for her because she has these other issues, which I believe, okay, then that's just your bad luck. I believe that you and your business have certain minimum standards, and this tiny little minimum standard is making sure the place can be rented out to the tenant. If you're going to charge her a fee to have her rent someplace, I believe that the minimum that you should be doing is making sure she can live there. And if she can't live there, then you don't have any business collecting your fee. And your answer to me can't be, well, no, at the time she could have lived there, because the guy had no permit at all. You know whether he had a permit. If he had a permit in June, you would be showing me that proof. I find in favor of the plaintiff in this case in the amount of the $1,350.
Both sides, hold on, please.
Well, here he comes out into the hallway on the losing end of the judge's gavel.
Yes.
How'd that feel?
Well, I think that she obviously came up with a fair decision at this point based upon the information that she was given.
Okay, that's fair enough. If you were the tenant there, would you have sued to get your money back?
Knowing what the tenant was doing, probably not.
I mean, you have to at least give a legal premises to the person.
Mm-hmm.
Right, okay.
Thank you.
All right, you're welcome. Well, he doesn't have much to say out here. What about you? How are you feeling?
I'm happy.
Right, about the verdict?
Yes.
Right. Well, how about where you're living now and how the conditions and how's everything?
It's legal. It's a beautiful garden apartment, and I'm happy.
All right,
and
sir.
I pay my rent every month,
Working
so.
out for the best. Good luck with everything.
Thank you.
There? Okay. Harvey?
So we've dealt with this before, where if the essence of a contract is illegal, what judges typically do in a situation like that is they put the parties back in the position that they were before they made the illegal deal. There are two ways of going, or the judge could just say, get out of my courtroom because you both did something illegal. That's not the case here, really. So what the judge does is restores the plaintiff to that position. It may seem unfair, but the fact is, the essence of this was illegal. You're not allowed to rent an illegal apartment. The broker shouldn't have done that. So you put the plaintiff back in the position that the plaintiff should have been in.